1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister will respond to public queries in a live television program at 1500 hours today. Pakistan has crossed the 30 million vaccination mark against COVID-19. Polling for the 8 reserve seats of Azad Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly will be held tomorrow. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, various Kashmiri organizations have urged the people to observe 5th August as Black Day on Thursday against the illegal actions of fascist Indian government in the territory. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan will respond to public queries today in a live television program, Aapka Wazeer-e-Azam, Aapke Saath. The Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Chaudhry Fawad Hussain, in a tweet said the program will be broadcast live at 1500 hours on television, radio and streamed on popular social media platforms. The Prime Minister will talk to the public via telephone calls. People can participate in the program on landline number 051 922 4900. Repeat, 051 922 4900. Prime Minister Imran Khan has been regularly interacting with the public through this program, in which the people raise their issues and give suggestions. Pakistan has crossed the 30 million vaccination mark against COVID-19. This was stated by the Minister for Planning and Development, Asad Umar, in a tweet today. He said the first 10 million vaccinations took 113 days, the second 10 million 28 days and the third 10 million only 16 days. The minister said the pace of vaccination has rapidly increased in the country. He said all 6 days this week were a record, as 934,000 people received vaccination yesterday. He said 5 million vaccinations were done in the last 6 days. Despite the unexpected shock from the COVID-19 pandemic, Pakistan has elevated one place to the 5th position in infrastructure development against the trend of an overall decline in the South Asian region. According to the annual report on development of Belt and Road Infrastructure Development Index, 71 countries were covered in the report, including 63 nations involved in the Belt and Road Initiative and 8 Portuguese-speaking countries. Polling for the 8 reserve seats of Azad Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly will be held in Muzaffarabad tomorrow. According to the Election Commission, the polling will be held at the hall of the Legislative Assembly from 0800 hours till 1430 hours. Azad Jammu and Kashmir Election Commission has issued the list of 22 contesting candidates for 8 reserve seats. 5 seats are reserved for women and 1 each for ulama, mashayikh, technocrats and overseas Pakistanis. 10 candidates are in the run for the 5 women reserve seats, while 4 each for ulama, mashayikh, overseas Pakistanis and technocrats seats. Meanwhile, the inaugural session of the newly elected Azad Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly will be held on Tuesday, wherein the newly elected members of the House will take oath of their office. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, various Kashmiri organizations have urged the people to observe a complete shutdown and Black Day on Thursday against the illegal and unilateral actions of the Modi-led fascist Indian government in the territory. The call was given by the Jammu and Kashmir Political Resistance Movement, Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Alliance and other Kashmiri organizations by displaying posters in various parts of the territory today. On August 5th, 2019, the Modi-led fascist Indian government abrogated Kashmir's special status and divided it into 2 union territories, besides imposing military siege in the territory. The posters said the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir reject the illegal, unconstitutional and unilateral moves of the Modi-led fascist regime. In Afghanistan, all flights have been cancelled from Kandahar airport after its runway was hit by rockets fired by the Taliban last night. The airport chief Masood Pashtun told AFP that 3 rockets were fired at the airport and 2 of them hit the runway. And finally, cricket. The third T20 international of the 4-match series between Pakistan and the West Indies will be played at Guyana this evening. The match will start at 2000 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Pakistan lead the series 1-0. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.